Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create pages and add content to those pages. So, first thing you do is you click on portfolio and then pages. It takes you to that and you'll have your dashboard and profile pages standard. I'm going to create a new page. I'll call this one page 1 unimaginatively. You can add tags to your pages so that later on you can do searches via tags which will bring up any pages that feature those tags. If I click on save, then you get the blank page. I'm going to actually edit the layout. You can choose how it's set up regards to rows and columns. You know, if it's one big column, two even sized columns, two not even sized columns. There's also ones with full size and the combination of various different options. You've got even more options if you click on advanced. You can even create custom ones. And you can play around with that as much as you want. I won't go through all the different options, but there's a lot of customization options for the layouts of your pages. I'm just going to go with this one because it shows a couple of different styles, including the full width as well as a couple of smaller columns. Click on save. Then we'll take it back to the edit content tab. Now, content is pretty much just all added in the same manner. You grab the type of content you want and then you just drag it onto the page and put it into the area that you want. There's a couple of quick links. Everything is under these tabs. But there's a couple of quick links to the most commonly used text box and an image box. I'll grab a text box and you can see that if you drag it to the various areas, you can choose which column or which row to put it in. I'm going to put this at the top. I'm going to call it something generic like to my page. Oh, to spell page right. Put the same text in the box because I'm not. Why not? And you can add a tag in here if you really wanted to. Okay, you can add files to attach to the bottom, which means they can download them from these text boxes if you want. But I won't do that for the minute. I'll just click on save. Okay, and there you see it says welcome to my page. And this is still in the editing view, so you've got options to edit the block as well as delete it if you wish. Next time I'll add an image into this side. Okay, again you just drag it in. You can give it a title and then you can just choose which images you want. If you've got them already uploaded to your file space, you can find them that way, or if you haven't, you can just upload them using the choose file picker. If I go to, so I'll use that one. Let's upload it as that. Click on save, and then you see I've got my image there. Again, you can edit that, delete that. Right. Under media, you'll see a few different types of things you can add. You can add files to download, which will essentially be just a list of the files. You can give it any name you want again. Click on the files in your space, select which ones you want them to be able to download. Click on save. And then it will just be a list of the files and people will be able to click on that and download it. We'll get a few details from it. Folders pretty much the same. If you've got your file space organized so that you've got folders, you can just choose the folder you want, click select, click on save. And this is pretty much the same, although it's not quite as detailed, but it's got a list of all the files that people can get. It's a bit quicker if you have your files organized properly. An image gallery, you can add in a couple of images. So they display all images from one folder, or choose individual items to add. So if I click on there, click on that one, click on that one, click on save. There you go, there's images they can look at, and they can go and look at the individual one. There's a HTML block if you're comfortable with HTML. There's another link to the image one. Embedded media would be for any files, if you've got audio or video files on your Mahara file space that you want to display on the page. Personally, I would recommend not doing that because they would take up a lot of your file space. But if you do have them, they're there, and then you can also add a PDF there. Journals, which I will go through more in another video, you can add them to your pages. An entire journal, a single entry from your journal, or any journals that have been tagged with a specific tag. Under General, you've got Creative Commons license, some navigation options, links to any plans and forum posts that you want to link to, as well as the main link for the text box. Under personal information, you can pull in into any of your resume information or CV, or any information from your profile. And then at the bottom, external is for things like RSS, YouTube, other Google apps. So what I'll do is I'll add in a YouTube video there. I'll just grab one of the newer ones, and all you really need, you can find the embed code if you wish, or you can just get the URL, paste that in, click on save, and you'll see it's embedded that YouTube video. You got the same controls as you would on YouTube. Okay, you have some limited options with regards to the theme of the page. You can basically change the surrounding color and the color of the tabs. There's a handful of them. Then when you want to see what it looks like, click on display page, and this shows you what the page will look like to everyone else. There's page name up there. These are the different blocks. Okay. Right, so what I'll do is I'll go back to my portfolio and pages. I'll actually create another page. Not very imaginative names. I'll click on save. I'll go the edit layout on that one, and I'm just going to quickly show you one other feature which I find could be quite handy depending on how you want to lay out your pages. I will grab that YouTube video again because it's going to be the easiest to notice with that. Okay, make sure I didn't have it in the dotted line, so I'll get the URL from there. And I'm going to play around with the retractable settings, and what this means is that you can have text boxes or any content boxes that are collapsible essentially, so that they can, if there's a very big block of text, you can reduce it down to just its title, and then users can open it up as they want. So I'm going to make this one retractable. Click on save. Now you won't notice it on the editing page because it automatically expands the box, but you'll see there's a little arrow there to show that it's retractable. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab another YouTube video and put another one in just to show you. And I'm going to make this one automatically retracted so that when they first go into the page, it will be hidden. I'll click on save. So we've got these two videos here. Now if I click on display page, what you'll see when I go in is that one's there, automatically displayed, and the other one, I should have changed the titles to something more meaningful than external media, but the other one is there, but it's just hidden. So if you click on that little arrow, it pops up. Same with that one. So it might be handy if you want to basically hide away content but let people expand on the content to see it without it taking up a lot of space on your page to begin with. Okay, now I've got a couple of pages. I'm going to quickly show you how to create a collection. Now, collections are just basically groups of pages. So click on new collection, collection name, again more imaginative than that probably, any description you want to add, and then you edit the collection pages. I've only got 2 pages, so I'm going to add them both to that. Tick on the pages you want, add to the pages, and then you'll see they're part of the collection. You can change the order of them using those arrows. See, and then once you're done, click done, and then when you click on collection 1, you'll see it's got tabs for pages across the top, and it displays any theme you've got set for individual tab pages as you tab across them. Now that's a brief overview of how to add content to your pages. I've not gone over it in great detail, any of the specific types of content. There are links on the left hand side of the page which will give you more information about each type. Hopefully that'll be enough to get you started, and if you have any problems, feel free to contact us here in the e-learning office.